Craig Lowndes is back where he belongs, on top of the championship grid, and he couldn't be happier.
We went from a deficit of 114 points now to a 6-point lead, so it's gone really well. We've got 4 races to go.
Fans had been queuing for hours to meet the 3-time V8 supercar champion, and he didn't disappoint. Posing for photos and signing autographs, even signing this rear spoiler for this die-hard fan.
Yes, it goes back on the car. It'll be clear-coated, back on the car, and this bird will stay.
And it's quite amazing to see how many people have come out and support. So it is great. It's one of those things that I love coming back. I grew up in the country, so it's nice to come back.
Meanwhile, Stephen Way's Cairns Taipans went down to a strong Melbourne outfit in front of the home crowd by 12 points. The 74-86 loss is the second in a row. Way bounced back from last week's disappointing efforts against Adelaide with 10 points.
This is for Steve Way's confident shot. That's it. That might get him going up.
Theron Pearson is a promising young player. The Capras coach can't wait to see what he can do at training this evening.
He can play hooker. I've seen him play in the centres, play fullback. I'm excited to have him here, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do for the Capras, and I'm just proud that he wants to be here. That's good.
Pearson is the second player to be recruited from the Newcastle Knights pathway, after Bobby Nona signed with the club 2 days ago.
He's a good guy. He'll make us a better football team, and he's a real leader, and he's the real deal.
The former Northern Pride player is looking forward to meeting his new teammates.
I'm excited about a big year ahead. It'll be my first training session tonight. Looking forward to it, and looking forward for the guidance of Jason and the rest of the senior boys.
Pearson's signing could fill the gap left behind by Cameron Munster, who left the Capras for the Melbourne Storm earlier this week.
I watched him play a few games on TV, and certainly he can sniff out a try, which is good.
The 21-year-old will be taking this second opportunity seriously.
Not many players get a second chance at the Cherry, so it's going to be a big year for me, big pre-season, and again looking forward to next year with the boys.
Nikki Brown, 7 News. There's no time for rest as this 15-year-old prepares for her next challenge in the coming weeks. On Sunday, Brittany Zipf realised a dream and put her name in the regional record books, winning the Junior Masters in Rockhampton for the 3rd consecutive time.
Yeah, I won twice in 15s and once in 13s.
She's been one of the better juniors around CQ for a lot of years now, so it's a good reward for her to achieve this.
The home court advantage proved to be the match winner.
Well, I like the hard court. Don't really like synthetics, I can't really slide.
Robert Beek has been coaching Brittany for 6 years and is impressed with her commitment to the game. She's at that age now where most regional tennis players throw away the racket.
Basically, she sticks at the game. She's tough, She's never beaten. That's the good thing about it. She tries all the way through, and sometimes she has a lot of wins from behind, which is always encouraging.
Being a tennis player from Rockhampton can be difficult for many as they're away from home quite often. But Brittany looks at it in a more positive way.
I like the travelling parts because Mum and Dad don't come most of the time, so it's pretty fun.
Brittany has now turned her focus to the state of origin in Kawana, and there's some hard work ahead.
Well, with Brittany, the main thing we're working on is court speed. That's one of the things. I think as she gets up playing against the big hitters, that's the main thing she's got to look at.
Nikki Brown, 7 News. The rain had been threatening all day, but luckily for rev heads, it held off. Numbers were up, 75 entries were accepted. The Formula 500s, Super Stockers, Fender Benders and the V8 AM cars, as well as the juniors, ripped up the track in front of the crowd. Justin Smithwick led in the first heat.
We had hot laps just a couple of minutes ago. Car felt really good, and setup-wise, we're pretty happy with it.
Mick Doblo took out the Super Sedan title, with Smithwick finishing 6th.
I like Rockaby because it's a nice fast track, it's a good motion track, and it's hard to master at times.
Racing has been in the Smithwick family for a long time. Justin started competing when he was just 16.
I found a photo of my old man's speedway car in the collection, old FC, and that's where the number come along. And everything just kept going from there.
And he's now roped his nephew into the sport.
Yeah, feeling a bit nervous when I went out, but got through it, yeah.
Andrew Platten took out the Super Stockers title, with Daniel Johnson finishing 2nd. Nikki Brown, 7 News. There's a big future lined up for Cameron Munster and he can't wait. It's been a long 4 months for the Capras fullback, but his time has finally come. This will be his last weekend in Rockhampton.
Pretty nervous actually, to tell you the truth. It's going to be pretty hard leaving home and the family and stuff like that, so yes, I'm looking forward to it.
There will be no downtime when Munster arrives in Melbourne, as his new club already has a training regime worked out.
We got some testings, skin fold testings and stuff like that. Then we got a couple of gym sessions and stuff, and then back into it, yeah.
Munster's primary position has been at full back, but he could slot into the 5/8 with the Storm.
But I know it's going to be pretty hard with Billy Slater there. But yeah, there's an opportunity at 5/8, and I'll just do what's best for there.
Capras coach Jason Hetherington is very confident Munster will do well.
He's had a terrific year for us this year. I can only see him getting better and better with maturity and strength and conditioning.
Meanwhile, the recruitment of Munster to the Storm has reignited recruitment talks with the Brisbane Broncos.
They acknowledge the fact that CQ is a wonderful breeding ground for terrific talent, and seriously, we needed a better deal for our club anyways.
The agreement is likely to see the Capras and Broncos coaching staff work closely together.
We'll have a close relationship with the Broncos for the 14th season. That's very important to us, very important to our football program.
Nikki Brown, 7 News.